Hi, this is Billy RL, Real Life. I'm here in the Resistance studio with some of the team members. Others are making their way into the studio now. We're here to give you new developments about number 47's um, bill that he has signed into law. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins told reporters today that she thinks that Medicaid recipients can replace deported farm workers now to check on the legitimacy of what we read. We checked with our sources, and our sources said that this is correct. This is exactly what Secretary Rowlands said, and that they are considering this, Secretary Rowlands and number 47. People think about the ones who are on Medicaid. You have a lot of white people who are on Medicaid, yes, but a majority of the people on Medicaid are Black. And this is who they want to replace the Spanish migrants who are being supposedly deported. They want Black people to replace them, working on farms, of which farms will be the new plantations. Now, it will not be the way it was in the 1800s, whereas Black people are in chains and they're, falling behind other Black people on the chain gang. No. You'll have Black people in jeans and t-shirts, and they'll be out on the farms picking the oranges, the grapes, cropping, doing the crops and all that, but they would not be allowed to leave. And somewhere on that farm will be the farmhouse. If you've ever seen the television show Yellowstone, where in the main house, the Denton family, that's where they live, the John Denton and his children, and then there is a separate house, and that's where the farm hands lived, for lack of a better word. And they lived in that separate house. There was the beds there, they had the little microwave there. That's how it will be. And with the exception that on that show, the Yellowstone, well, Yellowstone, not the Yellowstone, the show Yellowstone, those farmhands were allowed to leave, come and go as they please. When Medicaid Black workers work on these farms, they will not be allowed to leave. They will be there mandatorily. This is what the resistance team has been warning you of for so long, that when they are finished with the Spanish, they're coming for the Blacks. And this is why we have been telling you all need to take things much seriously than what you have been taking them. Yesterday, one of our sources sent us a picture. There was a picture of these people standing in a long line. And we asked our source, what is going on here? And the source said, these are people waiting in line to go see Beyonce in Washington, D.C. And we could not believe it. Beyonce, nor any of these Black celebrities, they have not come forward to speak on number 47 passing this bill and how this bill will negatively affect Black people. The reason why is because this bill, while it negatively affects poor Black people, it positively affects them because they are going to have tax cuts because Beyonce is rich. Pity. And a lot of the Black people in Hollywood are rich. And so they're going to have tax cuts while all the rest of the Black people who are not rich, who are not a part of the 1%, they're going to suffer. Yet and still, you had people lining up in droves in Washington, D.C. to see Beyonce in concert, spending money they know they need to save, especially with what is going on right now and what is to come. We are we're 5 months away from Christmas, 4 months away from Thanksgiving. Black people are not going to be able to celebrate either of those holidays if they wanted to. And the reason why is because of the fact that they're not going to have the funds to. Because we have a insane psychopath in office who is making it hard for every Black man, woman, and boy and girl. Secretary Rollins and number 47, their bill that was signed into law on Friday, it will not really go into effect until they're saying by the end of 2026. But number 47 has a tendency to change his mind at any time on any day, you know, even though it doesn't take effect until the end of 2026, but he could have it whereas before 2026, in order to continue to get Medicaid or to get Medicaid, period, Black people have to, all of those Black people who do not have jobs, they have to go work on the farms because, according to our sources, number 47 is desperately trying to do something to fix the farm crisis that we have, and specifically fix it before harvest season, which begins in October. So how are they going to fix it? How are they going to fix it if they are supposedly deporting the Spanish? Well, they want to fix it by having those who are on Medicaid right now and those who are applying for Medicaid. If you do not already have a job, instead of going to job training, you can go and work on the farms. And if you don't, you will not receive Medicaid. This is how dire this situation is. This is how serious this situation that we are all in is. How serious it is, because Secretary Rollins says that number 47's administration is focused on protecting the U.S. food supply in the short term. The short term, not the end of 2026, but right now. So how are they going to protect the U.S. food supply in the short term? By getting people on those farms, which again are the new plantations, to do the work before October, because farm work doesn't just start in October, it starts now for October, for harvest time. Because you know what happens in October? Halloween, a lot of people actually with pumpkins and all of that. And so they have to get the harvest together all this summer for October. And then after October, then it's November, Thanksgiving. A lot of people, they do celebrate Thanksgiving. That means turkeys, that means sweet potatoes, that means spinach, which comes from the farms. And if they don't have those crops together, you go to your grocery store, you're not going to be able to get the candy yams, the spinach, the turkeys, the chicken. So all this summer is when they are doing their farm work, and it continues in October and November, where October begins officially harvest time, but they have been doing the work since the summer. But right now they're not able to do that because almost every Spanish person, and even the Africans and the Haitians, they're being taken away. And so if they don't fix this, people like number 47 and all of them, they're not going to have the crops they need. So they're going to come to a remedy real quick, which means you may see before the summer is over, Black Medicaid recipients working on those farms. And once they get on those farms, they're not coming out. But they're coming away from those farms at all. They're not coming away. This is why we, the resistance team, as I told you on yesterday, and many times before, you need to be doing something. You really need to be doing something. Because they're going to come. Just like they are coming and they're snatching Spanish people from their homes, their jobs, their grocery stores, their department stores. They're going to come and do the same to Black people. If they find that your name is on the Medicaid list, they're going to come and they're going to come and they're going to ask you, are you working? And if you're working, They're going to have to verify. You're going to have to verify it. And if it can't be verified, they're going to know that you're lying, and they're going to take you by force, and they're going to put you on these farms. If you are already not working, you're going to be snatched up. And a lot of people are going to be snatched up. A lot of Black people are going to be snatched up. Just they're going to be in a Walmart or a Target, and these agents, or even on the streets, these agents are going to pull up in their car, their van, and they're going to come and just take you away. And you're going to say, but what about them verifying if I'm working? Well, this is why number 47 is creating a database full of social security numbers of everyone, so that through your social security number, they can check if you are working on a job or not, and see that you're not working, because every time you go and you find work on a job, you have to give them your social security number so they can put in the social security database that you, the employee, are working for them. So when they look your name up and search you online through the social security number, and they see there is no job employment listed for you at all, they know that you're not working. And they can maybe even tell if you're on Medicaid through your social security number. And so they're going to say, okay, they're not working, they're receiving Medicaid, let's just go snatch them up. Don't wait for them to tell you anything, don't say anything to them, just go and grab them and throw them on the back of a car or the back of a truck or a van. It's going to be exactly how it is being done right now for the Spanish people. Or with Black people, it's going to be in the terms of Medicaid, whereas Spanish people, anyone with a Spanish sounding name, or if they see that a Spanish person is not a documented citizen, they're snatching them. Well, with Black people, it's going to be the Medicaid. We told you this day would come. And I'm telling you, they're going to do this. Anytime you have the Secretary of Agriculture thinking of this and telling reporters that she and number 47 are thinking of this, it's going to be done. Because whatever number 47 thinks should happen to American people or to America, he usually goes on and carries those thoughts out into action form. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we, the resistance team, have been telling you all to get ready, and to really start doing something more. Because if you don't, you're going to be back onto modern day plantations. And once you get on modern day plantations, you are not coming off of them. And those who are just willing to go, just, well, I'll go because this is what needs to be done. Because those are the ones who are vaccinated. This is why we tell you all as well. You really need to turn off your ears from RFK Jr. RFK Jr. is a moron. He is an idiot. And everything he is doing is because it's by design from number 47. And he wants every person to be vaccinated so that everyone can be of the hive mind that number 47 and his elite people want them to be. This is why we tell you, you don't need a measles shot. You damn sure don't need a COVID shot. You don't need any shots. This is one time, whereas any other time in history, if you are feeling sick, you need to go back to the ways of old. You don't need a needle in your arm or in any part of you. Because once you get any type of shot, vaccine, you will become hive-minded with them, and you will think, hey, me going and working on this farm is okay because it's for the betterment of this country. No, it's not. It's for the enslavement of you in this country. So this is what we, the team, wanted to bring you. We wanted to bring you the facts, the truth, and the knowledge, which equals to absolute power. As I always say, power that each and every one of you all have if you decide, if you choose to use it. and not take the jab and not comply. So use your power, use it wisely. This is Billy RL, BILLIERL, real life. And the resistance team. Take care.